Hello everyone. In this video, we will be understanding what are callbacks and we will be discussing all these topics that I've written in this file. As you can see, we will be discussing what are callbacks, some examples of asynchronous operations. Then we will discuss why callbacks are needed, how you can create callbacks in JavaScript file, and then we will lastly see how you can use callbacks inside another callbacks. So why are callbacks required in JavaScript? So basically callbacks are used for handling asynchronous operations in JavaScript. So basically what are JavaScript asynchronous operations? These are those operations which take their time to execute, and when their task is done, they will notify JavaScript engine that, sir, I have done my task, now you can continue executing me. Okay, so there are so many asynchronous functions that you might have used in JavaScript, like some of the examples I have mentioned below in this file, as you can see, like set timeout, which you use when you want to execute a particular function after a particular interval of time. Then there's another examples like loading scripts and modules in your JavaScript file, which is also asynchronous because they take their time. So now we have done what are callbacks and examples of asynchronous operations. Now we will discuss why callbacks are needed and how you can create your own callback in JavaScript file. So let's discuss that topic. Right now I'm having three files. First one is index.html file. As you can see, in index.html file, I have a simple template, and inside head section, as you can see in script tag, I have one callback.js file in which we will be writing our callback function, and this is our dynamic script file. So what we will basically do, we will try to dynamically add this script file into our index.html file. So let's see how we will do that. So in that example, I will try to make you understand how you can use callback. So let's make a function which will dynamically load the script into our index.html file. So let's make a function with source parameter, and then let's create dynamically element with script tag. You can do that by writing document.createElement, and inside that you can mention which element you want to create. Right now we are creating script element. Set the source of script to the source parameter. Then we will append this source to the head section. You can do that by writing document.head.append and then script. So this function has provided us a way to dynamically add script into our index.html file. Let's save all our work, all our files, and let's see whether it is working or not. After saving all our files, let's check the browser whether it is working or not. So it's not working because I think, okay, let me check once. So yeah, I forgot to call the function. So let's call the function and pass the source. So I will pass the source of dynamic script file which I have already created. So in that file, if you might have seen, I have dynamically added one paragraph. So yeah, it's coming. That means our function is working and dynamically script is added. But in the backend, you wouldn't be able to understand whether it is synchronous or asynchronous, because in the backend it is happening very fast. So how would you be able to know that whether it is asynchronous or not? So let's create one more function. So we will create one more function which we will write in dynamic script file. So we will call that function after loading our dynamic script. So let's see whether it will work or not. So we will create this hello function inside our dynamic script file, and we will call that function after loading dynamically our script. So let's see whether it will work or not. So inside this function, what we will do, we will dynamically create one h1 tag. So you can do that by writing document.createElement, and inside that tag you can write what element you want to create. So we will create h1 tag. Now let's create one text node which we will try to add in our h1 tag. So you can do that by writing document.createTextNode, and inside it you can write any text that you want. So right now I'm writing hello, I'm dynamically written. You can write anything. So let's add this text into our h1. You can do that by writing h1.appendChild and then text. So this will add text to the h1 tag. Now let's add this h1 tag to the body of our HTML file. So you can do that by writing document.body.appendChild and then h1. Okay, so let's see whether it is working or not. Save all your work and let's see whether we will be able to call this function or not. So yeah, as you can see, error is coming. It is saying hello is not defined. So why this error is coming? as you can see, our script is dynamically loaded, but still we are not able to call the function of our dynamic script because it is happening because asynchronous operations, they execute in a different manner. Okay, it won't halt or it won't stop our hello function to execute. Hello function will immediately be called, and this loading of dynamic script file, it will take time in the backend, although you aren't noticing it because it is happening in the backend very fast. So what we will do to solve this, we will try to add callback function in our load function so that we can handle this asynchronous operation properly. So this error will not come then. It is happening because, as you can see, this loading function in the backend, it is taking time, but you are not able to see it because it is happening very fast. And also it is not, halting or stopping the hello function to execute. So let's add callback. You can do that by writing callback parameter inside load function. And then you can write that when script will be totally loaded, you want to return this callback function so that user will be notified that yeah, script is loaded. So you can write script.onload and then you can add one function that will return the callback. Okay, so what we are trying to do here is that when script will be fully loaded in our HTML file, then we will try to return this callback function. Okay, so how you will use this callback? Just write one more function as a parameter inside load function. As you can see, what I will be doing right now is add one more function parameter inside the load function, and then this function will call the hello function. Okay, so yeah, in this way you can use callback function. Let's see whether this will work properly right now or not. Let's save all your files and let's see in the browser whether it is working or not. So yeah, as you can see, now we are able to call the hello function from the dynamic script that we have loaded in our HTML file. Okay, so we have done till now that why callbacks are needed and how to create callbacks. Now we will discuss how you can create callbacks inside callbacks. Okay, that means like in how to use nested callbacks. So simply just write another load function inside after hello function. So just write load and then you can write another script that you want to load. As you can see, I've created two more script files, although there's no content inside it, but still we just want to load another script in our HTML file. So you can write load and then you can provide the source of the script and then provide the callback function. And let's say we will just right now add the alert that okay, script is added. Okay, so you can write script2 has been loaded. Then you can call another load function. Let's load another script, script3.js, and then you can call callback function. So this callback function will execute when the script will be fully loaded. Okay, so that's the functionality of callback. Like you generally use callback to handle asynchronous operations so that user should be able to notify that yeah, like script is fully loaded now and you can perform the further execution of functions that you want to perform. So yeah, as you can see, script 2 has been loaded, script 3 has been loaded. So yeah, our callback functions are properly working now. So in this way, we can create callbacks inside callbacks. Okay, so I hope you understood callback functionality properly in this video. If you have any doubts, you can just comment down in the comment section. So in the next video, we will see how to handle errors in callback function properly. So stay tuned for that. Thank you. Have a nice day.